Are we live on Facebook?
Yes.
There we go. All right. Good day to everybody. It is Monday, June 14th, and we are excited to have a full panel here of our vendors to interview and see all the goodies and how they got started. Just a few housekeeping items. Check our main stage schedule in AromaSharingOnline.com and see when we have vendors that'll be on for longer periods of time explaining what they do. If you get on the live stage, you can ask questions in the chat and have the presenter answer it. And we also have our bingo going. So if you go in and says play aroma bingo, you can download a bingo card, and then you can, as you go through the different vendors, you look at the very bottom right hand corner of their page and there's a bingo number there. So as soon as you get your 5 in a row, you're entered into win, and we announce our bingo winners right after the last speaker of the evening. So that's a fun little thing that we got added this year. And of course, we have our Facebook page where this is streaming live too. So it's AromaSharing, but it's a page and it's public. So you can go back, any videos you've missed, you can look at them there. And our main stage, you can go and look at any title of any day's speakers that's in green.
Let me share that, Kathleen. Let me share that.
Okay, that'd be great. That's green. You can go listen to a replay there. So we've had a lot of amazing speakers, and we have some today. So
where is it now?
All righty.
Here it is. Okay, so you can tell them. So the main stage is what you were talking about first, right?
Correct.
Continue.
Ready? So there's our main stage right there. So you click on that. As you scroll down, you can see that starting to connect. And
you see what we're seeing. It's a recursive thing. So,
yes.
And what else do we want to show them?
And then down underneath that, you can see the schedule, and anything in green has the video there. So when this gets done, you'll all be there under June 14th, Kathaleen and Sandra AromaSharing Vendor Show. So, and any of our attendees can watch any of those. And they're also on our AromaSharing Facebook page. All righty, well, let's get started because we have a full day today. And okay, so all right, I have my list here, and so we'll just start with Allie Phillips. If everybody else can mute your microphone and take yourself off video till it's your turn. It's just a little less distracting as we feature our vendors. Not that we don't like to see your beautiful faces. But Allie Phillips, are you ready?
I'm here. I'm ready.
There you go. You just need to talk. So bring you up on the thing.
All
well,
right.
Allie, can you tell us how you found out about AromaSharing in the first place?
Well, I found out about AromaSharing when we had in-person conventions. It was something that I always made sure that I flew in early so that I could come and shop. And I would always bring an empty suitcase simply to fill it because of everything that I would stock up on through AromaSharing. So, I mean, I've been attending Young Living's convention since 2014. So that's a lot of suitcases full of products that I have brought home.
Oh, yes. You almost need to like pack a smaller suitcase with your stuff inside a bigger suitcase, and then you have 2 suitcases to take home.
And that's exactly what I've done.
Yep, definitely. Especially when we can buy all our product And if you want it, you can just get it right there. That's what at the convention, plus everything you get from AromaSharing.
Yes.
So wonderful. So we have another attendee turned vendor. I love that. Tell us what you sell and how your business started. How did you start doing what you're selling?
So my business overall it's called Manifested Harmony. I just celebrated my 10th anniversary, and it originally started as an energy healing teaching academy, and also doing some coaching. I've lost track of how many certifications I have. I just love to learn and pass along what I know. But I'm also an attorney. I've been an attorney for 26 years. I'm a former prosecutor, and I still teach in that part of my world. But the Essential Oils with Young Living started in 2013 because I'm an animal protection attorney. I do a lot of work with abused and neglected animals as well as shelter pets. So Young Living was the go-to and still is to this day when it comes to safety for pets. And it was about 2 years ago that I noticed that there was still a lot of concern, even within Young Living, about using oils for pets. So, ta-da, the Oily Pet book. It's like super simple. It is so concise. You know, I'm an attorney. Get to the point. Like, make your point. And that's what this book is. It's 24 pages that gives you all the confidence in how to have a happy, healthy pet using essential oils. But I'm also an advanced crystal master. I spent initially 18 months training with a science teacher. So I teach the science of crystals, and I've done that for a decade. And I started noticing that crystals were becoming very popular and being blended with essential oils. I saw some unsafe practices being promoted. I saw some unsafe products. Now we got a gal in this group right now who's got the safe products. So my friend Rebecca. And so I decided, you know, I've been teaching about this for 10 years. Boom, let's put it in a book. So the Oily Crystal. And so this is, again, a concise book, 32 pages, tells you exactly why you would want to do this and how to safely do it. So, you know, my business is very multifaceted with teaching about energy healing, essential oils. I do a lot of mindset work. I write books in my legal career, and I teach. So I blend everything together and really focus on people and their animals. So that's me in a nutshell.
Wonderful. You made me tired just listening to all that you do.
It can be tiring.
Yeah, a lot of irons in the fire. Was so grateful that you saw that need in the Young Living community and you know answered that.
I have a
So-
question, Kathleen.
Mhm.
What do you mean by safe product?
Regarding the crystals.
Well, I don't know. You referred to a safe product, so I didn't know what you meant specifically.
Most crystals are toxic. They have aluminum, lead, mercury, asbestos, arsenic. A lot of people don't know that. But there are some safe ones. And that's what I wrote the book, to tell you how to find the safe ones that can be put in a liquid, like an essential oil,
Or an
a carrier
elixir.
oil, even water. Yeah.
Okay, so you're talking about, and minerals in general. There's lots of minerals. I've been a rock hound since I was a kid. I've got all kind of minerals, and there's certain ones, you don't want to be careful. You got to be careful with.
Exactly. But people don't know what they don't know. And there are many influencers out there in the essential oil world who are excited about crystals and oils coming together, but they don't even know to look at that. And so I've seen some unsafe practices being shared, and even some unsafe products, which is why I'm so glad Rebecca is in this particular room with us, because there are absolutely safe and beautiful ways to do this. And with my book and her roller bottles, there you go. Have fun. It's
Awesome.
It's an fun
Thanks
tool.
for sharing that.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, Allie, what did you contribute to our auction?
I contributed my books.
Good.
Yeah.
And tell us your name, your business name, and your category again.
So Allie Phillips with Manifested Harmony, and my category is books.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for being with us this morning.
Thank you. It's wonderful to see everybody.
Yes, so fun to just see my vendors face to face.
And are you available? So you don't have a Zoom room, do you, Ellie?
No, I don't have a Zoom room, but I am in the Facebook page multiple times a day, responding to questions and just making sure that everybody knows that this went live and they have the links. And yeah, so I'm in that page. I'm pretty active.
And there's an email in every vendor's page. At the bottom of the page, you can ask a question and contact vendors, and people have been doing that, I noticed.
Yes, absolutely. And yeah, so and one thing, and I hope that this is okay to share, but Rebecca and I are kind of continuing AromaSharing after the fact. And next Monday, we're going to do a free Zoom for anybody who wants to be on it about the oily crystal. And we have a lot of fun when we get on a Zoom together. So anybody can join that, and that's for the AromaSharing community.
All right, thank you. Well,
Yes,
they can email her and ask her about that
definitely.
from her store.
Right.
Yep. It's right on there. When they click on go to website, it's all right there, and they can register. And we're just going to have a lot of fun. So it's just, while you guys are taking a breather, we're going to continue for the AromaSharing crowd and have a fun Zoom class.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
All righty. Thank you, Allie. Teresa, you're next. If you can unmute yourself and video yourself. There you go.
Here's has been a moderator for us, so she knows how to do it.
That's right.
Sure.
All righty. Teresa, how did you find out about AromaSharing?
First of all, thank you very much for having me on this panel. Actually, I heard about AromaSharing through Angela Shim. She is a Young Living distributor or brand partner. I met her through some networking, and we became we got to know each other a bit. And so I started buying essential oils through Angela after being on her newsletter for a little while, and was totally delighted. Well, she was delighted with me because she had seen some of my artwork, and so she invited me to apply to AromaSharing. And so I created some collections and sent you guys some sample pictures.
All right, perfect. Well, tell us what it is that you do and how did you get started doing what you do?
So I'm an artist, and what I do is I take pictures of my art as well as photography, some photographs of mine plus photographs from other places, and I move them around in designs and send them up at manufacturers. So the manufacturers then print and sew and cut and all that stuff, put all the right sizes together and ship out the products to my customers. And I didn't actually become an artist until the age of 50, when I was invited by a friend to try creating art, and I just totally fell in love with it.
How fun. Oh yeah. I started midwifery at age 52. So you're never
Yes.
too old to learn. We just
Exactly.
keep blossoming and blossoming, don't we? All right. Well, that's so exciting. Can you tell us what kind of clothing that you put your prints on?
Well, for example, like this chiffon top that I'm wearing, I know you can't see it, but it's a normal size top. So this one has one of my abstract designs on it. I do things like tunics. Tunics are probably my most popular item, and the reason for that is because they drape lovingly over your hips and your tummy, and so it gives a lovely slimming effect, and you just feel nice and comfortable in them. So things like that, leggings, scarves, I've even done shoes and handbags. It's unlimited the number of things that you can put your art on.
All righty. And so what all things do you have for AromaSharing that are specifically oily? What kind of designs?
So the collections I have behind me were showcasing helichrysum, lang lang, lavender, peppermint, citrus, and the northern lights, because Young Living has these farms all over the world, and these expeditions or discovery trips for their people to go to. And I know we didn't do any last year, but I'm hoping they'll start those up again. So
Definitely. Well, wonderful. Oh, I love it. We're all going to be looking so classy next year when we all go in person.
Yeah.
um, and what did you contribute to the auction?
I contributed a organic cotton silk scarf that comes by way of Denmark. And although I don't have that particular scarf, I have one that's pretty similar. The one that's on there is 38 by 38 inches square, whereas this one's more of a rectangle. But it has this lovely feel. Silk always has this lovely sheen. And
Yeah.
anyway, it's in the auction there now, and
And it
I'm
has,
really excited to see who's going to win.
and
And
it has,
I've been overbid twice, Kathleen.
I know, doggone it. And it has the helichrysum on it.
Yes, it has this one.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah,
the mirror
perfect.
effect gets me every time, but it's this
Right, I
one.
know. Do opposite. All righty. And tell us again then your name, the name of your business, and what category you're in.
All right, so my name is Tirza, so like tears, but tears of joy, Tirza Ekholm, and my company is The Tirza Factor, and my category is clothing.
Perfect. Well, thank you. And you're on again on live stage today, right?
Tomorrow, I think.
Tomorrow.
I'm on today as moderator or host, and then tomorrow as speaker.
Okay, so she will be on. So look for her again as a speaker tomorrow on our main stage. All righty. Thank you so much, Tirza.
Thank you.
All righty, Stacy, you're next. Stacy in hot Arizona.
I know, right? I'm gonna get my video. Start video. Thank you for having me, and thank you for your patience through the Dropbox and getting my pictures put together.
Oh,
Oh, you were so.
it wasn't. You were not the only one, honey.
Okay.
It is. It.
A lot
Yeah,
going on, but
that's
okay.
okay. So, how did you find out about AromaSharing?
Julie Senham, a good friend of mine who does the beads and the bracelet, good friend. She goes, you need to get your book out here. And I mean, I've been to convention since 2012, and I've seen, you know, a lot of stuff, and I purchased a lot of stuff, but not as far as this goes. So grateful for her.
All righty. And this is your second year with us, correct?
Yes.
All righty. And Julie was supposed to be on this call.
Was she? I'm gonna text her. Where are you?
She is
Hector.
had to sign papers because they are moving. So she
Oh, yes, she is moving. Yeah, I knew that.
signed her papers and she said, I just with moving and everything else, so she won't be on with us this year. We'll
Oh.
catch you next year. But she is a vendor here. She is a vendor with us.
Good
So,
stuff.
all righty. Well, tell us, what do you sell and how did you go about writing your book?
Well, I got involved in Young Living in 2012, and my daughter had some anxiety, depression, and a lot going on in our life. And I was pretty much a toxic mother mess on a lot of medications, 7 sizes bigger, lots of debt. I don't know who I was back then. And Young Living came into our lives, and over the course of a year, I changed my whole entire family changed. And Emily had an experience with aromatherapy for about 3 weeks with a couple oils, and that's all I talked about for years was her story and my story, and how helping other people through this process and learning more about anxiety itself and the other factors involved. And I got tired of, you know, I've been teaching I don't know how many classes with Young Living, and I'm a platinum, so I've done a lot of classes and working, and especially with Zyto too, but I just had to put it all in one spot because it just needed to be said, and there's so many facets to anxiety. So I put it in a book, and it's not just about anxiety itself, it's all the other factors, it's environment, it's food, it's you know, maybe it's your diet. So I have good, better, best food options in here that a lot of people don't know about that support our inflammation in our body, because, you know, a lot of people don't understand that some of the things you think are good are not. Fragrance is in here, all the chemicals to stay away from. And so I had to tie it all into one spot, and now I'm working on a food book for strictly food and mood and that sort of thing. But there's some people don't know about, you know, light therapy, meditation. Pamela Hunter's in here, and Ed Daly, and just some mental strength stuff, and a lot of supplements. So it's kind of a little mix, so people can just read this and take a little bit at a time. That's what I'm about. I'm about the little things.
What they're ready to work on, right?
Yeah, it's not
Beautiful.
all one. Yeah.
Well,
So,
wonderful. Well, what a wonderful story of transformation with our oils, and thank you. Hmm.
I also have this, can I share with this, the Zyto book? That's also in my store.
Oh,
It-
okay.
It's just a, I posted, I forgot about putting this in initially, but it's in my last post, but I've done over 400 scans and I got really tired of looking up each stressor. What's estrogen? What's glyphosate? What's candida? What's colon? And I took, I had a nurse friend help me with this, but all the descriptions and put them in there so people can go, oh, that's connected. Oh, tonsils and with the emotions and all the things that go along with it. So I have it in the PDF form in 2 different books. So this is just the stressor guide and the other one's chakra meridians and how to navigate a little bit through that Zyto scan for those that are brand new, especially.
All right. Well, thank you. That's an excellent tool.
Yeah.
All righty. So what did you contribute to the auction?
A book.
Did you sign it?
I haven't, nobody's, I haven't sent it out yet. I
Okay.
don't know about the auction yet. I just am that far away.
That's okay. You should sign it when you send it out because
I will. I always sign my books.
It's so much more precious. And same with Allie. She
Yeah.
needs to make sure her books are signed to her people.
Mhm.
And one of our it was one of our other book people said that next time we're in person that she had everyone that came to her booth and bought signed one of her books for her to keep. So I thought that was just a neat thing for all you authors. All righty.
Oh.
Well, ma'am, tell us your name, your business name, and what category you're in.
Stacy Teagues, essentially oil savvy, and I am in books.
All righty. Thank you for being with us and thank
Thanks
you
for
for
having
sharing your story. I appreciate that. All righty. Next we have Michelle Schaffner. Let's get her here.
Hello.
Hey, lady, how are you?
Doing well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
So this is your, how manyth?
This is my 4th AromaSharing.
Are you counting Minnesota? You were in Minnesota, right?
5th, then 5th. Yes.
Because we
Yeah.
did a mini AromaSharing for an event in Minnesota. So
Yeah. So this would be number 5. I missed last year's online, just the teaching the beginning of the pandemic was a little dicey. So I couldn't even last summer. But I was very excited to be back participating this year. And I was just looking back through Facebook memories and my very first AromaSharing vendor opportunity was on. My sister and I are standing at the booth. So that was kind of exciting.
Oh, how fun. And how did you find out about AromaSharing?
So I've been a part of Young Living since 2013, like Allie. And like Allie, I went as a customer. In 2016, I ended up, I was going to go to convention with my sister and some of our team. And my sister ended up going to Europe that summer. And so I went to Utah, ended up going by myself. And on the farm trip, met ladies who were standing in line with me, and Sarah Schwartz was one of them. And she's up in Alaska and on a totally different team, but we hit it off. And she said, we have to get back. We have to go to this AromaSharing vendor event. And she said, I need to go to the Lucy Libido booth because I have, she was in the book a little bit, and I had no clue what she's talking about. And we made it like, at the 11th hour, and just to have everything there that you could ever want to buy and take back home was outstanding. And so that's how I was a shopper for sure. And I make jewelry, and I have since 2000. So it's been 21 years. But I got frustrated, not at AromaSharing. There were other vendors outside of AromaSharing, and who had stainless steel lockets. And I thought those are too expensive, I think, for people to use. And so my focus over that summer became fine, in addition to still hand making jewelry, finding reasonable, high quality stainless steel aromatherapy jewelry to offer for friends and family, because I just didn't think people needed to be spending that much on ways to diffuse.
Wonderful. So, well, you already told us that you do jewelry.
Mhm.
So how did your business start? Like, how did you start in the jewelry?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I started teaching middle school English in 1999, and I think I was just looking for a creative outlet. So about 2000 is when I started making jewelry, and moving from North Dakota to Minneapolis. There's just a lot, there are many more resources, and there wasn't a ton online at that point. So it was, what can you find locally, a little bit online. And so I just started there's some really nice bead stores in Minneapolis, and some trunk shows would come through. So I just always tried to invest in really nice stones and components, and went from there. I usually have about 4 making vendors a year when I'm feeling more creative or have the brain space to do it. And so that's how I got started with it.
Well, good. Do you have any of your stuff to like show? Like, do you
I
have it right
do,
there with you?
actually.
Yeah, just show a few of your pieces and then tell us what you contributed to the auction.
Sure thing. So actually, these are ones that these are new. These are not on the website or anything. So, it's always a little bit of a process. So I have some Amazonite, and then white lava stones. I don't know if they're those. So that's ones I just grabbed as I was running upstairs. And so I work with a lot of antique brass and a lot of silver. Let's see. And then in terms of the stainless steel, one thing that I always focused on as well is just trying to get some different, not just the tree of life, which was so common, way back when, but some different designs, or like I was looking for things for I have 2 boys. And so I ended up ordering, and then, trying out. So I want to make sure that they're going to last and not fall apart. And so we did some slap bracelets a couple of years ago, surely, to find something for my boys to use. So those for the auction, I have leather knot earrings. So they're really nice to add some drops of oils on to diffuse right from your ears. But we have Tandy leather here in the Twin Cities, and so I know they're national too, but so I go there to try to find some higher quality leather.
Oh, good. Well, all righty. Well, thank you. Well, tell us again your name, the name of your business, and what category you're in.
Perfect. Michelle Schaffner, and my business is Little Red Designs, and I'm in jewelry.
All righty. Well, thank you for being here and sharing with us.
Thank you.
Everybody could use extra little aromatherapy bling. All righty. Next, we have Rebecca Hasey, right? Better tell me how to spell, how to do
Rebecca Hasey. Yeah.
I wanted to make sure, because I think I've said it wrong for a long time, but I think I heard you say it at some point.
That's okay. I answer to Rebecca in lots of things. So.
Just don't call you late for dinner, huh?
That's right. Well, I'm usually making it around here. So.
All righty. Well, how did you find out about AromaSharing?
Most of the things for AromaSharing, and even related to my business, are because of my sister, Sarah, who got into Young Living well before me and kept telling me about the oils and Young Living. And I was kind of skeptical for a while. And then, it's a common story. And then you come around and you try them and you're like, wow, these are amazing. And I became an avid user, and she went to convention. I did not. And she said, Rebecca, there's this thing at AromaSharing, like this is after my business has started. She said, you have to find out about this. And I did. And the first time I went was the last year it was in person. And then I was at the Minnesota one and did it last year. So this is my 4th one, I guess. But it was all because of my sister.
Hey, for good sisters.
That's right.
All righty.
Was it her first one in Minnesota?
Was that before?
Yes, it was before 2019.
Oh, then that was it. Yeah.
2019 in April.
Yeah, you
Yes.
joined us in Minnesota because you're from there, right?
Nope, I'm from Michigan, but I
Okay.
drove there with a
Welcome.
bunch of people. from Michigan.
Okay.
All righty. And so tell us what you sell and how your business started.
My business is called Silver Orange Boutique, and it's mostly roller bottles. I started out because I was a big like party person, not that kind, but like I love to do birthday parties for my kids. And my husband got me this silhouette machine that I would cut letters and make banners and decorations. And again, my sister says, hey, people cut vinyl and they put them on these roller bottles. And I said, oh, really? Because I use roller bottles a lot. I have really sensitive skin and I can't use very many oils straight. Even like lavender burns me a little bit. I always dilute everything. So I'm a big roller bottle girl. And so I started cutting out labels for us and our friends and my family. And then again, my sister says, hey, you could sell these. And I went, oh, I don't know. And then led to an Etsy shop, and that led to my own website. And that's where I started, was doing the vinyl decals. Since then, I've got about 50 products, and I do roller bottles with decals still some, but that's not my focus anymore. I do with gemstones or crystals, like Allie was saying. I learned a ton about that from her. I'd been doing a lot of them wrong. I do botanicals in there. I do Swarovski crystals. I have Herkimer diamonds. I do them with recipe cards, with bamboo, just anything that I can do that I feel is a little different, hasn't been done. And this kind of stuff makes me happy. Like I love picking up a roller bottle. And like, before I even put the oil on, I'm just like, oh, I love this. This is so pretty. And, and then I can roll it on. And so it's, it's my oils and it's my mood, and they all combine. And it's just something I really love. I find a lot of pleasure and joy in it. So.
Unmute myself. Sorry, I was muted.
Yeah, I was like, uh-oh.
Mouth is moving and nothing's coming out. Like one of our other vendors said, find what you love to do and you never work a day in your life, right?
That's right.
So, all righty. Well, what did you contribute to the auction for us?
So this year I did something different, and I put a gift certificate in there because I have so many things. I wasn't sure what to contribute. Last year I put a few different things in, and I thought I'll just let people pick what they like. So it's a $40 gift card to whatever you want on my website.
Oh, yay. Well, that is a fun idea. So tell us your name, your business name, and what category you're in.
Okay, so I'm Rebecca Hasey. I'm under Racks and Containers, and my business is Silver Orange Boutique.
All righty. And I hear you and Allie are doing something Monday.
Oh, we are. I love working with her. She's so educated and so willing to share. So another great example of the community here, how we get to rely on each other as vendors too.
Oh, yes. Vendor community and just an oily community. Just so
absolutely.
That's why we all miss convention so much. Is just to be around 30,000 oily people.
I know.
All in one place
so
is like amazing. So, all righty. Thank you so much. Thank you. So much. All righty. Did we ever get our other gal? I guess we didn't. Well, Joanna, it is your turn. Let's talk to you.
Okay, let me in. Okay, I'm here.
There
Thank
you are.
For having me.
Oh, no problem. So how did you first find out about AromaSharing?
It's a funny story. And it's, okay, whole stories are just like connected to our immigrant life here. So it's going to be 20 years this year when we arrived with the United States. So it's just like a big date. And it was like most of the time was like struggling because we have to work so much and just, to don't go for benefits for everything. And we were thinking with our friends, how to go to conventions. So we're not going to skip work and we can afford it. And then because my pillows, we were doing like locally just for friends, for family first. It started because when we went to Lifetime or gymnastics or for yoga, it always like surrounded with plastic. You lay on the plastic mat, you got like a bolster plastic, so I figured out with my cousin that it will be really great to have something natural. And that's how pillows started. And then the aroma sharing, I didn't know even that was an aroma sharing. We were first with our Polish gals on Utah for 2016, and every other lady was walking around the Salt Lake City with the bag of oils, and I was like curious where the girls got stuff like that, and then just then we find out that it's aroma sharing.
Ah,
But it was okay, but so the next year we were thinking to go for a convention, but we were like what we could do to get there and just not aroma sharing, just to convention. And then I was talking to my friend, so maybe we could go for this thing. I didn't even know that was the aroma sharing name. And we could sell our products. And that's how we just start looking for it. And I just found, and Sandra responded, and that was a blessing. So
yes.
that's how it started.
Very good. And so tell us what do you sell? Tell us how they're
Okay, we are making pillows. They are not like my pillows, but they are also good. The first of all, they are from natural, so it's a big cotton pillow, and inside we're using buckwheat hulls. It also was connected to my past from Poland. My parents used to have herbal store, so I was familiar with natural stuff since I was a kid. And my grandma was telling me about buckwheat, that back then when Poland went in different borders, and they used to live like where now Ukraine is, they were probably poor people were using buckwheat hulls or hay maybe to fill the bed mattresses and pillows. And then they just start looking for benefits of buckwheat hulls and how it's good, how it's prevent allergy, and it doesn't accumulate humid. So we just start digging, and I found company in South Carolina, and they making buckwheat hulls over there. And I connected this girl, and it's a very nice company, because they now, because of COVID, unlikely they are locked because they hired disabled people. So it's another benefit. So we get with natural, and then I was thinking, what can I just connect with my Polish background? So I found fabrics like lavender, and I couldn't find here.
oh,
So that's the fabrics for the covers we order from Poland. And then also in Poland, it's very popular. It's what we're using stones, amber, and from our Baltic Sea. So we figured out how to buy like crushed amber. I just put it in the glass so you can see. And we also put in our pillows, and so another benefits of that. And what else? Of course, dry lavender flowers.
yeah.
So it's beautiful smell. The amber got benefits for our thyroid, for our nervous system. From I don't know if I can say all this stuff. I think I can.
Lots of stuff.
Yeah,
It's good.
okay, lots of stuff. Yeah, good, healthy stuff. And so the little travel pillow which we put for auction, it was the first thing what we made, and we tried how it goes. The benefit is when goes with the flow with your body. So it's so relaxing. It's for your neck. My husband is a physical therapist here, so we were also trying on few patients. They were happy to try it. So that's the little travel pillow. The big pillows are with amber. And that's the yoga thing. We made the big bolsters.
Oh, good.
And also we have Zaful. So it's a meditation pillow. It's a big one. It's a really huge Zaful. And everything gets filled with the buckwheat hulls.
Good. Very
And I have two of these big ones.
Thank you so much.
I love them. I use them in meditation actually to prop up my back, you know, the lower part of my back.
Yeah, because you can roll it. Yeah. Yeah.
And then I have the bolster, which I use in the living room. And I'm getting the meditation pillow this year, sitting.
So it's a blessing actually to if we think that we can return to our natural things and just reuse it, because we can you can pour out the buckwheat house from the pillow. It's a little, we made it that it's a little opening, and then you can wash the insider also. So it's just like you can have like fresh good pillow forever.
Wonderful.
Well, what was the surprise, Kathleen, is she gives you a bag of
Oh yes.
amber, which I had no clue I was getting. There's already lavender in it. It smells wonderful. And then I got amber to put in with intention. It's just awesome for these pillows.
Wonderful.
And also what I do for my younger son who is 10, because we don't use regular pillows anymore. And for girls, it's a huge benefit, because when you use regular pillow and you sleep, most of the time when we just passed 40, we got like wrinkles. and, and this one doesn't do it. So that's the great thing, you know. So for my son, he just got his peace and calming, and he is just dropping his peace and calming all over the pillow before night.
That makes sense. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you for seeing that need and filling that for people with something so wonderful and so natural. I love it. All righty. And tell us the name of your business and your name, the name of your business, and what category you're in.
Joanna Chacon. The business name is vividnatural.com. It's a website store. I'm you know, when we came first, it was 2018. We got like a little Facebook, but I didn't do anything because I'm terrible with electronics. So now I have my baby sister, so she's gonna be computer brain. So I hope it works better. Yeah, the first time when I went with my friend Dorothy. I wish she could be here today, but she couldn't. But that's how we started, and I hope we're going to continue together.
Oh, wonderful. And you're in the other category? Is that
yeah,
the
we are in
you're
the other categories.
Other
Yes.
category. All right. Thank you so much, Joanna.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it. And I don't think our last lady has gotten on.
Oh, we have we have interaction from the audience. Linda Wirtz is saying, Rebecca is the best and I love Silver and Orange Boutique products. And Linda Wirtz is saying, go to check out those pillows at vividnaturals.com. They sound amazing.
All righty. Thank you for being here to our attendees. We love when we have people live. And
yes, it is wonderful.
It is.
People are starting to get the groove of what we've got going on here that you can do.
Right. So next year, we'll see what we do next year, because we have to wait and see what Young Living is doing next year. So we're praying for in person. And all right. Thank you all.
Is everybody already? We did everybody?
We did. Our last panelist cannot be here.
Okay.
It's their last week of school. She's in Switzerland.
Oh.
Her son had an appointment and all kinds of things. So it's a little crazy for her. I'm going to see if I can cajole her into getting on tomorrow or Wednesday.
Maybe we can put her on a different time.
Yeah. Well, the time is okay. It's just that she had something planned. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon in Switzerland.
Okay. Is there anybody in the, Ellie Phillips, I've been signing all the books. Oh, Ellie says she's been signing all the books.
Oh, sold through the event. Oh, good.
Good. Anybody else? And we have another comment. Angela, what's a good idea, Angela? This is such a great idea. You mean what we're doing? Is that what you mean?
Or
yes, doing this.
Yes, we love showcasing our vendors. We want them to get exposure.
Exactly.
And I think it's just, I'm a story person. Like, I love a show called The Story Trek because he just drops a pen on a map, goes to that town, finds someone in that town, then they have a map of the town, and they let that person just drop a permanent marker, and it lands, and they go to that address. If that person's not home, then they just keep knocking, and they say, we're just here to hear your story. Just normal people, and well, I don't have a story, and everybody ends up with a story. So I love hearing these stories of how you started and some of the challenges, needs you saw, or niches that weren't filled, or how your life was transformed and how you're sharing that with others. So we really, really appreciate all the creativity in our vendors. It's just an amazing group of people.
Well, I just started the master cleanse today.
Oh, very good.
I finally did it. So I finally did it, and I just got down to I was coughing because I just got down to the cayenne pepper at the bottom.
Cayenne.
And I saved my teeth with the straw. But yeah, I wanted to start it 2 days ago. It didn't happen. So it happened today because I had to get rid of all the food. I cooked all the organic vegetables in my refrigerator and froze them. And on the cleanse. So we'll see how this goes. But Kathaleen, can we show everybody? Okay. Am I the host?
You're the host.
Okay, it says. Okay. So I just want to show people what's happening today. So you can come back to the live stage since it seems like each day we're getting more and more participation with the live stage. So we have a lot of people here. Let's show you how to get to the live stage. So you go to AromaSharing Online. Well, I'm just going to go to AromaSharing Online here, which is probably linked. It's linked in the group, in the Facebook group. And then click on Live Main Stage. I'm calling it Live Stage, but I guess somebody changed the name to Main Stage. And then we can see what's the date today, the 14th, Monday. So we have us. Itovi will be here at noon. Tiffany Ewing on her makeup mastery will be here at 12:30. Coach Ashley for Get Oiling will be on at 2 a.m. So you can learn 2 p.m. So you can learn all about Get Oiling websites, one of our sponsors, and Kathaleen and I are both avid fans of their services. They have many services, and
Sandra, they're also running this whole online thing for us.
Well, they are. They created AromaSharing.
They created the online AromaSharing.
They're making this possible for us all. So so I would definitely come back at 2 o'clock and listen to Coach Ashley. And then at 6 o'clock, my series of oils and frequency. And tonight we're going to do something with oils and playing with some of the cards that our vendors have, using the card systems that people have, and talking about what programs you can run in the Healy to support that. And then at 7, we have a presentation on the Healy, and then Kathaleen announces the bingo items every night after our last main stage session. And tomorrow you can see there's another lineup. So tomorrow is our last day for the main stage because we thought that the Young Living Convention was going to start on Wednesday, but I don't think it starts till Thursday. Do we know?
Yeah, I don't think they have any speaking things going on Wednesday. That last time I looked at the agenda.
Well, I know Jeffrey Lewis flew to Salt Lake, so there must be something he's doing. And
they have diamond meetings ahead of time.
Yeah, so there's also vendor Zoom rooms, which you can visit the vendors. Let's look at who has that. Doc Ollie. Now, let's click here. You click on Doc Ollie's booth, and if somebody was in his booth, this would be red. So you can just check, and then you can click and be in a Zoom. You can't be on a live stage and in a Zoom room at the same time unless you have 2 computers, because we've already learned that.
We've tried.
And we've got Essential Gear, another sponsor with beautiful business bags, and Diffuser Doc, who'll be talking tomorrow. Who else? Shop Essential Heroes. Those books are genius. Genius. Get Oiling has hours every day. If you want one-on-one questions, this is the time to get your individual questions, just like being at a live event, only just with you. Grow Workspace is there. Here shows their hours. High Vibes Team, that's the Healy group. We're there. We are actually there more like 10 to 8 or 10 to 7. That's when we're there. We're not, sometimes we're there at night, but not usually. But you can email all these people. Itovi has hours every day. Actually, I'm going to go in and ask Itovi some questions today. Kaya Jewelry has hours every day. This is Sydney time, so I'm not sure exactly when that is, but I think it's in the evening, more or less.
For us, yeah.
Yeah. So Oils and Beads, is that
That's Julie Senham, the one that couldn't
what I
be
thought.
on is getting
Yeah.
a new house.
And when it's live, it'll be red. That's her. Okay. Oil Ability, Sarah Harnish. Let's see. No one's in there now, but they'll be there. Texas Girls Treasures in there. Let's see if she's in there.
She might be.
She wouldn't be in. She might be, but it's one more minute. She should be.
She almost.
She's there.
Yep.
So
So
we can go see her. But what happens is your Zoom app needs to open up on your computer. Art Personal Diffusers, Vivid Natural. That's my booth. No one's come into my booth that I've been there yet, so I'm not sure about that. But so these are the things that you can do to interact. And if you attend the main stage, you can actually ask questions like you folks did. So share the love, shop, and have fun.
all righty, thank you. And we do have a vendor on. Let's see.
Tomorrow at 10.
Tomorrow at
Diffuser
10.
Doc.
Yep.
Diffuser Doc. Yeah.
So our diffuser doc will be on right after this tomorrow.
Oh, we got one
Alrighty.
message. Good morning. Okay. First time. I love Ellie's books. Refer to them often. Oh, Wells. Thank you, Linda. Thank you. I should know that.
All right.
read
Bye,
that.
Allie. Thanks for being here.
We have some more comments, Kathleen.
Yep. Well, Allie said she had to go, so I want to say goodbye.
Oh, okay.
Thank her for being here.
Excited to hear because my son and daughter-in-law just moved to Salt Lake, so I can come and see them as well. I'll be visiting the booths virtually today. Thank you for the vendors and sharing. Great.
Yep. Love our attendees and love our vendors and love our oils. Lots of love going on here. So, okay. Well, thank you all of our vendors who took their time out of their morning to come and do this with us. Y'all can unmute and
Yeah, say
self back
goodbye.
on and say bye-bye. We appreciate you all.
Have a
Thank
beautiful
you.
day, everyone. Have a successful day today.
All right. Bye-bye. We'll see you. Thanks.